Class 4 NMRO mud drag should be pretty straightforward, except right there. Drag racing today on the World of Trucks in the mud. And let me tell you, it should be a real hot one. World of Trucks, next. Welcome to the 18th annual four-wheel jamboree, coming to you today from the Bloomsburg Fair in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. Hello everyone, I'm Claude Wood and welcome to this edition of World of Trucks. Coming up today, what a treat we have in store for you. If you like racing, if you like drag racing, if you like drag racing in the mud, what a show we have for you today. Lock it in and leave it right here on the Outdoor Channel. Bloomsburg has had some rain in the past couple of days. We are, of course, surrounded by the Pocono Mountains, so atmospheric conditions will play hand in hand with the tune-up today. This very well could be a battle of the crew chiefs. Now, a little bit of business at hand. Why am I always surrounded in mud when the other member of our broadcast team, Doc Riley, always gets the gorgeous machines out in the grass? I want to know the answer to that, Doc.
Thanks, Claude. You'll learn one thing. You want to stay high and dry when you're working in mud racing. This is Class 4, 150-inch wheelbase. You'll notice the tires right here. They want to have them grooved up and very aggressive bite. These guys will get a hold of that 200-foot strip and that starting line in a big way. This is a full-bodied truck, John King's Pure Aggravation. Nice looking ride here. It's got the collector pipes that come back down, taking all that horsepower and exhaust back out of the way. You run what you brung, and you hope you brung enough. That's what Class 4 is all about. Nitrous oxide in that setup is very, very important. Again, you'll see just about anything in a four-wheel jamboree. This is another Class 4 vehicle. You always wonder what happens when those postal vehicles are used no more. Well, you turn them into a Class 4 mud racer. Should be a great class. Perfect conditions here at Bloomsburg for a little Class 4 nitrous oxide fun.
Thanks, Doc. And with that one, neither rain, sleet, or snow, whatever, well, you get the idea. Tim Minty now versus John King. Joining me in the booth, our expert analyst today, Rick Carlson. Rick, this is going to be a good one.
It sure will be. John King, Pure Aggravation, the 98 Dodge in the far side. And Tim Minty, the altered chassis machine. First pair down in the mud. We'll see what happens. Minty at 315. That's going to be the number to beat as the first pair down the mud.
And Rick, that will bring up Mike Zabella driving the Psychotic Seduction versus Keith Mitchell, and he calls his the Magician.
Magician, former champ, the former record holder. He's going to be in the far lane. Let's see how it hooks up, and it looks good. Front end up in the air. How about a 2:69 for Mitchell, new leading time.
And Rick, that was a very good drag race. Let's take a look at it now on the replay.
Watch that. Orange Jeep wheels up. It's dancing all the way down there. The front end finally touches at the end. That's about as good as you can get.
Doc Riley is on top end.
Well, Keith Mitchell, the Magician, is one of those guys that's always at the very front right here. We're going to get his comments on the track. This guy's been a record leader before, national points champion, and it looked like this course is going to come together pretty well. What do you think about the course overall?
Yeah, I had a little problems getting off the starting line. The motor kind of died on me. I had to recoup it, but once it left, it felt great. I mean, the car went straight and felt like I picked up a lot of speed.
2.69.
2.69, we'll take it. We still got some work to do, but we'll take it.
Well, Rick, as we used to say a number of years ago, here come the judge. This is driven by Gary Husted. He will face Brendan Kinsella.
Brendan Kinsella, that 37 Chevy, unique-looking body, and boy, he's gone out of bounds immediately at Husted. 321, not going to move him to the top.
And you can do a lot of things, Rick. You cannot go out of bounds as we take a look at it on the replay once again.
Brendan Kinsella leaves, and immediately that right tire digs in and throws him across the center line.
And that will bring up Neil Shoemaker. He is in the high roller, and he will take on David Heyer in Higher Hopes.
Higher Hopes, the S10 at Shoemaker, the rear engine big wing machine. High Hopes out of there. Higher at 321, not going to move him to the top.
And we'll get a good look right now at Robert Reese Jr. driving odds and ends, and his opponent will be Mark Petronio in Junkie 2.
Petronio, the New York-based Dodge, and the Pennsylvania-based 32 Coupe. Both of them going to pull up and stage. They want to stage carefully and have the pre-stage lights on at the top of the Christmas tree before they come down. And that's almost a double clutch for Reese. Petronio, 379 and no hope for Reese at all. Odds and ends, well, didn't start right.
Well, you called that one right, Rick. When you double clutch, you've really lost it right from the get-go. Kevin Kinch and the Grinch Digger, and he will take on Jeffrey Moffitt.
A pair of altereds. Moffitt and Kevin Kinch. Moffitt out first, and looks like a nice straight pass, but 347, much slower than what we've seen.
And stay with us. We're just getting it warmed up. More Mud Drags when we come back.